Good evening, everyone. Hope everyone is well. Welcome to FFTV Daily Vibe. Thought we would do it just before the first semi-final. So I thought we'll do it live rather than doing an edited video earlier today. I just thought everyone's probably busy, really looking forward to obviously the big game, first of two big games tonight and tomorrow. So I thought we'd do it half an hour, quick slot, half an hour, have a little bit of banter in the group, and then obviously we'll go and do the watch along straight away. So make sure you tune in for that if you're looking to have a watch along in the background, especially while you're watching the great game. But first of all, if you know the drill, if you've already been here, make sure you hit the subscribe button, like, share, and comment if you already haven't. If so, excellent. Really do appreciate it. And I just want to do a quick video over, well, a quick stream, should I say, over the semi-finals, basically, before we get into it. There's a lot of talk all over left, right, and center, but I thought we'll just go into it and do our own little spin on it. So first of all, England, come on now, as much as easy as it has been. Germany was our first little real test, as we know. But let's be honest, they were not great and they were not firing on all cylinders. As for England, they've not conceded a goal. Can they do it first time in history and win this competition without conceding a goal? They have been solid, but they've not been really tested at all in this competition. Denmark will be a little bit of a test. They do have a third man running. They tend to do quite well. Then obviously if Italy beats Spain tonight, then Italy at the moment are just absolutely flying and they will score goals for fun, and I do fancy them. So let's go on to today's game. In fact, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to check a few comments because it's always great that everyone pops in. Munzi, hope you're well, mate. Good to speak to you today as well. Hope to see the watch along as well. Jahaya, yes, I will be there for the watch along. Excellent. Just get me on in the background. Munzi, you're a legend now on YouTube as well as Posh. We've got a long way to go, mate. A long way to go. Josh, what's happening, mate? Big up. Yeah, seen you in Curtis's chat earlier today. So big up. We love all the support. So yeah, let's go into tonight's game. Spain and Italy. Italy for me are favorites. I think for most people, purely because of the way that I've been playing, they're on the front foot. They are great at defending. They've got obviously two experienced centre-halves. They've got Chiellini and they also got Bonucci, who have been absolutely solid at the back. Probably got to be the best pairing in the competition at the moment, let's be honest. And they've got loads of players in front of them who just want to work for Mancini and want to play football. They all look really happy. They all look like they're enjoying it. Very similar to the England camp, except the England camp, rather than them playing like they're happy, they just play like reserved. But that's how Gareth Southgate wants them to play. But we'll get on to Southgate and we'll get on to England. Like I say, it's only going to be like a half an hour stream. So for me, Italy are going to overrun Spain. Spain, as we know, unbelievable with the ball. We know that. And they're looking for their third Euros out of 4. Let's not forget that. But it's a new generation of players. The old generation of players, the fantastic tiki-taka that we've seen, it's there in glimpses in Spain, but they just don't have what they had before. They just, at the end of the day, they just don't have what they had before Spain. So for me, I don't think they're going to cause any problems for Italy. I think Italy will overrun them. I think Italy will press high and get in behind them and cause a lot of problems. I seen a game the other day, a stat that Laporte did not make one tackle, one intervention in the whole game, and he's a central defender. How does that even happen? And it's not like Spain just had the ball for 90 minutes. I just don't know how that happens. But I think for me, Spain are going to struggle. We know they don't play this centre forward. They've got Morata at the moment, and we know they invented a false 9 or no centre forward. But back then, they had the likes of Fabregas, Villa, Silva, all these players then who were basically attacking-minded wingers or stroke midfielders, and they used to interchange, and the opposite centre-halves and fullbacks didn't know where to run, and it caused confusion. They ain't got that no more, so they've got Morata. Morata, at times can't hit a barn door. He's their only striker. He's a likeable person. I think that's why he plays. He's not ruthless enough. He's not angry enough. Seems like a nice guy, Morata, and, nice guys don't really win much when it comes to business. You can be nice, but when it comes to business or you need to get stuff done, you can't be nice or you're getting left behind. So for me, I think Spain will get beat I want to say comfortably, but it's a semi-final of the Euros. We're talking about Spain against Italy and Spain. I don't think it's going to be comfortable for none of them, to be honest. Do Italy overthink this? Does Mancini overthink this? And do they stutter? Because they've not won anything. They've not won a Euro since 1968, way before most of us were born. So they've not won a Euro since then, Italy. So for me, will that be in the way? I can't see it at the moment. They look ruthless, and they look like they're going to cause Spain a lot of problems. But what I love about Spain is the centre midfielders, three centre midfielders, keep their position but interchange in that middle third. They don't come too deep. We see it so many times, and I've been guilty of it. You come too deep to get the ball, and you play the same ball that the centre half can play. Declan Rice does it all the time, and then you're ineffective going forward. But Spain, free, Pedri, Busquets, can't remember the other one is, and they keep their shape in the middle third, but they interchange. It's great to watch. Watch it tonight. Hopefully they get an opportunity to do that. So let's go back to some of the comments. Chris has popped in. Evening, folks. Evening, Chris. Hope you're well. Munzi's feeling a bit better, by the way, everyone. Munzi's had COVID in the family. He's feeling a bit better, but he's still tired. Needs to change his diet. Shout out to Man United. Yeah, any Man United fans in here? Munzi runs some YouTube channels. He's on some channels as well. So any Man United fans, obviously, make sure you check that channel out. He's also asked, please. Chris is putting again, evening, folks. Chris has put, I appear to have an echo. Is that coming, do you think, from my side, or do you think you've got something on? Is anyone else struggling with an echo? Is it the microphone? Let me know. Please let me know. And I can change the volume or something. Josh has said that Spain's defense is weak, very weak. They are very, very weak. I'm not going to lie. Again, I don't think they've won in 90 minutes. I don't think they've won in 90 minutes. They've scored a goal or won in 90 minutes, Spain. So it's going to be interesting. It's really going to be interesting to see how Spain get on against Italy this evening. Like you say, I'll probably come on. I'm just going to have my dinner around about 1:30, back on at 1:45. So Tony's popped in as well. Hope to see you on the watch along as well, Tone. Hi, everyone. Didn't realize it was so long since Italy had won the Euros. Still think they'll win tonight. Yeah, I know. I couldn't believe it. 1968. I thought that was strange. My comments appeared twice. I meant, oh, yeah. Sorry, mate. I thought you said you had an echo. You're too fast for me. Hey, Tone, you're too fast. I mean, Chris, it's too fast. I've been Jim running around after kids and that. You've lost me there. He's done it again. I can't believe he's winding me up. Jahia has said, yes, Italy seem hard to break. Love the attacking football. It's fabulous to watch. Is it Jahia or Jahia? Just let me know. My friend's got the same name, and I say Jahia, but your pronunciation could be different. So please let me know if I'm pronouncing it wrong. So that's Italy and Spain. For me, I think Italy are going to win. I think most people are probably going to go with Italy. Let's be honest. The way that they're playing, I think the game against Austria where they really looked a bit tired, and Austria just camped in. So interesting to see if England do get to the final. Will England be very hard for Italy to break down? Because Austria were hard to break down. England clearly playing on the break at the moment. Even the game against Ukraine, I was actually bored. As you know, we was bored in the chat. It was like, my God, what is going on? This is actually a bit boring. And you're winning 4-0 in the quarterfinals of the Euros, but the football was boring. There wasn't much going on. I mean, the media had to play it up so high to try and get something going on, but it just wasn't happening. It really wasn't. But England could cause a problem for Italy if they both get to the final. We can't count our chickens too early. But if both teams do get to the final, Italy could struggle to break England down because they're not lightning going forward. And if we camp in like we have done, play the 7 and match them out, can be quite effective. And I'm sure no one will be bothered as long as we win this. I think if we win it, it'll be great. With everything that's gone on in the world, and especially in England and everything like that, it'll be great for everyone to be really happy about something and, come out of this lockdown with some a great 6 months, and hopefully the sun comes out as well. The summer comes, so that'll be good. So I then move on to England against Denmark. A lot of people are going on like this is going to be easy and this is going to be a walk in the park. Now, as Tony and Chris and everyone, and as you know, everyone that watches my watch along, a walk in the park, I did say from the beginning of the game against Ukraine, and it was a walk in the park. Let's be honest. This game, I do not think is going to be as easy. Denmark have come in with losing their first 2 games in the group stages, managing to get out of that. And the way that they have been playing since they kind of got through. So the last game when they had to beat Russia and then they got through is a different team. It's a really, really different team. And you can probably understand with what happened to them and what happened to Ericsson and in the camp, their mindset for the first game was obviously a shocker. The second game, you know, what we're going to do. If we lose, we're out of trouble. And then I think they just said, you know what, forget it. We've got nothing to lose. Let's go for it. And let's really, really wear this, prove our country what we're about and obviously try and do it for Ericsson. And I think I seen that's where they've got the motivation from, because technically they're good. They're a good team. They work hard, but they got no outstanding players. Obviously, Dolsgaard, I think his name is the young boy, or Damsgaard or whatever, good player, coming up with a few goals. And they've got Mihaela, I think it is, who put the assist the other day, was fantastic with the outside of his right foot. So they've got a couple of decent players who could cause England problems. So England really need to get it tactically right. So far, as we know, and I know everyone's saying it, England have not been tested. Let's be honest. Germany did not test England. We have to be honest, right? That's the reality. But the flip side is you can only play what's in front of you. And if you get a good look, if you get a good run, and it's a lot of luck, then so be it. You get a bit of luck. What more can you ask for? If anything, you want a bit of luck, don't you, in the competition? So I think for me, Denmark are going to cause a lot of problems. We've not conceded a goal. We've been very, very solid. And with the security of Phillips and Rice in front of the back four, gives even more security and more protection. My only worry is we have to come out. We've not had to come out yet in any game. We've dictated the games. Even if we've not had loads of the possession, we've been very, very comfortable in all the games. And I think Denmark are going to bring a little bit more of a threat. I think they're going to be in our faces a little bit more. I'd probably say our toughest game was Scotland. One, the occasion. Two, the emotional side of it. And Scotland were in your face. So if anything, Denmark are probably going to look at the way Scotland played and think, well, we're better than Scotland. We know we're better than Scotland. We've beaten England the last time we faced them. If we approach the game in a similar way to Scotland, we have the quality to shine through and beat England. And they're no mugs. So I think it's going to be a test for England. Do I believe we can do it? 100% I believe we can do it. Are these players good enough? By far, they are good enough. They're not as good as we portray them to be in the media, but that's what we have to do. We have to do that. We have to make them believe them. We have to believe, and we have to make them believe that they can do this. I can see us winning, but it's hard to call. Of course I can see us winning, but if I was to turn and say, right, I think we've got this in the bag, then that would be a lie. And I think anyone who thinks that is a little bit deluded when it comes to, looking at the way Denmark are. It's not a Ukraine. It's not a Czech Republic. It's not a Croatia when we played them. They're better than Germany. And the way Germany played, they will come to the table, I think. Or we could completely blow them away. And it could be, what are we talking about? This is a great England team. This is a first test, and we've breezed it. So we really, really don't know. Let me go through some of the comments. This is a pronunciation. Jahia. Jahia. There you go. Jahia. You got it right, pronunciation. Jahia. There you go. Boom. Chris has put, well, used to being labelled as boring, but winning games under Graham George. Yeah, I'm not a fan of boring football. I'm really not. I'd rather see attacking football sometimes lose. But over the majority of the time, attacking football wins quite a lot of the time. So that's what I'm all about. Josh has put Spain may go with a back three with Nacho in the middle to handle the Italian attack. Maybe, like you say, I'm going to do the watch along after. I've not seen any teams coming yet. I try and do that on our streams. Grant, hope you're all well. Hope everyone is well. Hope you're well as well, Grant. Thanks for popping in. Make sure you pop into the watch along after. Nate, what's happening? Hope you're well. Yep, I'm fine. Thank you, sir. Tony's put, surprised how many goals Denmark have been scoring in their games. Really put teams away convincingly. I know. I mean, when they had to score so many goals against Russia, you didn't think it was going to happen. And they was like, bosh, 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 bosh. And then the next game, it was like, bosh, bosh, bosh. They were flying. So, yeah, they're very good third-man runs at the moment. Very good. Josh, do you think we should revert to a back three? You know what? I can see why I did it against Germany, because he was fearful of Germany. So I understand why he was scared of Germany, and it really worked against Germany. I don't know how Denmark should we worry about Denmark like he did against Germany, and I think Gareth Southgate will, or should we say, right then, let Denmark worry about us? It's a semi-final, we've got to go for it. I think Southgate will be exactly the same as he would be against Germany. Tactically, he'll be acute and have a look how he's going to match them up. Chris has put England coming out and attacking the double-edged sword. Remember all the competitions where we have some seat out of the pants football that changes the emotion, the fans, we lose. Yep, I get it. And to be honest, I'm not sure these players are as good enough as the teams that we've had before attacking-wise. We've got the odd spot. You've got a Saka who can do a bit for 10, 15 minutes. You've got a Sancho who will do something out of the blue. You've got a Foden who's magnificent for City. But for England, it's different because the players in the City team are levels above the players in the England team. So Foden is 1-2 round the corner, gets the ball in certain positions. Can't do that for England because those players are not good enough. You've seen when Stones gets the ball, he looks up, he's looking for 4 options like he would at City. He looks at Walker, it's his probably only option in the England team. So, and sometimes John Stones struggles at international level because his club level are way better than international level. This team tactics have won games. Yeah, and there's no point in changing it. No point. Nathan's put Denmark have quietly been going about the business as a lot of small teams did in the tournament. So it won't be easy. 100% it won't be easy. They're no mugs. That is for sure. They are no mugs. Even if we find it boring. Agreed. Josh, agreed. I fully agree. I fully agree that boring stuff wins. You've seen it with Mourinho, won trophy after trophy, and it was boring. Excuse me. It was boring but people didn't care when it's them. I remember being when I played for Lincoln. When I left Peterborough and I went to Lincoln, I told I was going to play in the 2. I ended up playing a 3. It was like a wing back stroke striker. Hated it. Got the ball at the back. They boomed it forward to, at the time, who was up top? It was either Marcus Richardson or someone like that. The only other time when we were flying was me, Yeo, and Gary Taylor-Fletcher. 3 up front, we're only 5'11", maximum 5'10". But most of the time, we'd bang someone up front. One of the centre-halves, Jamie McComb or Ben Futcher, would go up from goal kicks because we played 3 centre-halves. Jamie McComb, Ben Futcher, Gareth McCauley. All of them 6'5", 6'6". From goal kicks, we would put a centre back up front from goal kicks. He would win the flick. We would run off him, and then he would run back in position. Unbelievable, honestly. But you know what? We were winning week in, week out. We got to 2 playoffs, 1 playoff final, lost 1 semi-final. But you know what? You know when it didn't work? It was the worst game you've ever seen. You couldn't put 2 passes together because the management wouldn't let you. But when you win in, everyone forgets about it. And at the end of the day, if England win this competition and we play boring football, and so be it. I'm sure most people would just say, so be it. Chris, if Italy get to the final and we do as well, watch the Italians put some tall defender in their back 4. They will have seen how many goals we have scored with headers. Well, listen, 2 best centre-halves in the competition at the moment, Bonucci and Chiellini. Yeah, they've been absolutely colossal at the back. They've been solid. They're good on the ball, experienced, very, I don't think they've made 1 mistake. It's been unbelievable when I've seen them. So, you know, to break them down, it's going to be tough. Huge miss for Italy tonight is going to be obviously Spinazzola. You know, God bless him. Hope that the Achilles recovers, because it's the worst injury you could possibly get. He's out, and he's a huge threat going forward for them. He's a huge threat going forward for them. That is for sure. So he's going to be a big miss for Italy tonight. They do have enough. Don't get me wrong. Barella, who's we know, Immobile, who was quite quiet in the last game, but you know he can pull something out the bag. Insigne, as you see in the goal, give him half a yard and he's going to cause some damage. He's never going to run away. He's never going to run away from you, and he's never going to outstrength you, but he's going to outplay you because he's very, very clever and very technical. So I can't see Spain dealing with them tonight. So as for England, if we do get Italy, it will be a serious game. It will be the first test, proper test, one of the world's best that we've had in the whole competition. I mean, to be on this side of the draw, they must be absolutely sitting there at night with a few Cubans out on those unicorns thinking, this is a jolly up. This is an absolute jolly up. You know what I mean? Because the route so far has been a walk in the park, as we say. To go back to a few of your comments. Don't discount the Danes. No one fancied them at all when they won it in the 90s. We brought John Jensen. Remember him? On the back of that. Remember him with his little curly bob. Tony C's put Jadon Sancho was not really in the game the other night. I don't think he will start against them, but no, he struggled. What was funny is the media were like, you know, after the game, the studio were going, Sancho does this, does that, and they put these little clips together. And in the clips, you thought, well, he hasn't done anything. He's just caught inside a few times. And I was like, that's the media for you. He was bang average. Bang average. Didn't show anything whatsoever. Nate put Italy are ones to beat. So strong all on the pitch. Play a nice tempo on it, unbeaten. As much as I love Spain, I don't know if they'll win tonight. They have been underwhelming. Yeah, I mean, Spain looking for their third Euros at 4. Remember this. Don't forget that. Unbelievable Spain. The way that they played, unbelievable. Honestly, fantastic footballing nation, but they just don't have the guile at the minute. They don't have the finishing touch that they've had in the past. I'm a little bit higher. Let's move that down a little bit. There we are. They don't have that finishing touch that they've had in the past. They're not good enough to play the false nine no more. So they put Morata in there, and he's been bang average, even though he got a very important goal. So I think Italy will just overrun Spain in all areas, outwork them, and Italy for me are hungrier. I see a winning mentality in their eyes. I see winners, and most people at football and in life say that the winners. And actually, until you dissect and start reading about and knowing the elements of what winners do, we all actually start to realize that. Even I thought I was a winner. I was aggressive. I was in people's face, but I wasn't a winner at the time. I'm a winner now on a daily basis, but Italy have got that. Italy, for me, have got those winning elements that you need. And it sounds weird when I say that, because I think, well, everyone wants to win. Everyone wants to win. Everyone wants to win on everything that you do, but very few do win. All you got to do is look at the society, or the majority of the people. They say they want to win, but they don't do anything to actually win. So, but Italy have that. Italy really do have that, and I'm looking forward to this game. I really am. Like I said, in a few minutes, I'm just going to get my cold dinner because my wife brought it up at the wrong time. And then I'm going to obviously do the watch along with all you great people. So what are your thoughts for the game tonight, people? Let me know. I know a few of you have already told me already, but if you give me score predictions, let's do score predictions for tonight and score predictions for tomorrow. Come on. Josh has put it, Italy have been the most consistent. Yeah, they've been fantastic. They had one average game, didn't they, against Austria, but I got to admit, I thought Austria did quite well that game, caused a lot of problems, were very hard to break down as well. I'm just going to check something here now, because I'm not sure what the banners look like. That's not the right one, but the banner goes, there you go. So now I know. So what we're going for then, we are going Italy 3-0, Nathan. Also, Nate's gone 3-0. Grant's gone 3-0. Nate's gone 2-2. Denmark, England. What about extra time, Nath? And then Josh has gone 2-1 Italy. Chris has put, watch the Italians' tactics tonight. Dives, clever fouls. We have to match them at that if we get to the final. Oh, we ain't got to worry about that because we've got Jack Grealish and Raheem Sterling who dive like Tom Daly, mate. I never thought I'd say that, English players diving. Honestly, I never thought I'd say that while I was ever on this planet Earth. But wow, we have got just as bad as anyone else now. Italy's gone. Chris has gone for 1-0 Italy. Jahia has gone for 3-1 Italy. So, you know, it looks like a lot of you think that obviously Italy are going to bag, you know, two and above goals. And Nafe's coming again, and Nafe said, Chris, Italy don't dive. Laugh my you-know-what off. Oh, I don't know. Hey, Nafe, come on. I don't know what Italy you're watching. Because they dive. I can tell you that. They dive. Oh, that's funny. Right then, people, what I'm going to do, I'm going to love you and leave you. 26 minutes. And we're back on here 7:45. So obviously, you know, shoot off, go and do what you've got to do. Great little interaction here for going through the games, a little chat. And then I will meet you in about 20 minutes. Tony's put 2-1 Italy. So a lot of us are going 2-1. What players don't dive? Hey, you're true now these days. Most do. Phil Foden. I don't know if you've watched him. Very rarely dives, but he has done. So I think all players dive, but it's the ones that dive more than anything else. I think it's not just an Italian thing. It's not now. It used to be. It's not now. It's a worldwide thing in football. A worldwide thing. They all dive. Everyone dives. So right then, everyone. Like I said, love you and leave you, and I will see you in about 20 minutes. So see you soon.